Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Easter for most people means one thing: beautiful colored eggs. And while there's no denying the appeal of chocolate eggs, movie fans will know that cinematic Easter eggs are just as good, if not better. While you may feel proud of finding Stan Lee's cameos, many Easter eggs are very hard to find and end up adding a whole new meaning to the movie. From Indiana Jones to a Star Wars crossover to Parasite's tragic ending, let's have a look at 10 movie Easter eggs you didn't know existed. Number 10. Director's creativity. Acclaimed directors can often be masters of imagery and foreshadowing. They have used the power of a secret message to give a hint of what's happening next in the movie. In Martin Scorsese's remake of The Departed, there are huge Easter eggs which you probably missed. Every single character who dies over the course of the movie appears early on with an X in the frame. The only character who doesn't ever share a screen with an X is Mark Wahlberg's Sergeant Diggum, and he's the only character that makes it out alive. This trick has been used before in the Godfather trilogy. Francis Ford Coppola used oranges to show that a character is due to meet an untimely end. If you see Godfather for the first time after watching this video, just know that a character holding an orange won't be around for long.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works.
Number 9. The most realistic cameo. France. Speaking to his feelings about the movie, the real-life Abagnale said that it was already an honor that an actor as big as Leo was playing him. He was just really got to have the little cameo. Until Shay's death. Number 8. Chronicles of Sam Jackson. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is full of references to the comics, but this Easter egg alludes to one of the biggest films of the 90s. Following Nick Fury's death at the hands of Winter Soldier, when alive and well, Fury looks over his own grave at the end of the movie, and the quote, "The path of the righteous man," is inscribed on the headstone.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the...
This is, of course, the start of the Bible verse Samuel L. Jackson famously recites in Pulp Fiction. We have to keep in mind that Jackson is also an actor in the Marvel Universe, as he plays the role of Nick Fury, who has a significant role in the movies. This Easter egg is definitely one of my favorites. Number 7. 95. The Toy Story franchise is easily the most famous one in the Pixar universe. After the release of the first movie in 1995, it brought happiness to millions of people, and even after 15 years, it still keeps on providing fun for the audience. So it shouldn't be a surprise it's filled with hidden messages and Easter eggs. Toy Story 3 opened with a thrilling runaway train sequence which gave tribute to multiple things in the Pixar universe. The number on the Iron Horse's front and sides is 95, which references the year the original Toy Story hit theaters. That isn't all, that number also holds significance in the Cars movie, as it is Lightning McQueen's racing number. Speaking of our favorite race car, Toy Story 3 works in a clever nod to everyone's favorite race car. At Sunnyside Daycare, you can see a little boy wearing a t-shirt with the number 95 and a lightning bolt on it, just like that of Lightning McQueen's. That's like an Easter egg within another Easter egg, which showcases the genius of the Pixar universe and their ability to include many layers in their movies. Number 6. Alfred Hitchcock. You must think that Stan Lee was the king of cameo, but Alfred Hitchcock was the one who started this trend a long time ago. We all know who this guy is. Alfred was an English film director and producer. He is regarded as one of the most influential filmmakers in the history of cinema, and he also probably is the very first director to put Easter eggs into his films. Starting in 1927, Alfred Hitchcock made 39 self-referential cameos in his movies, including appearances in Vertigo, North by Northwest, Psycho, and The Birds. In 4 of his earlier movies, he made 2 appearances. As AMC mentions, the cameos have a few recurring themes. Hitchcock often carried a musical instrument or acted as a passenger on public transportation. Hitchcock's appearances usually happen near the beginning of the movie, sometimes even during the opening credits, so you don't need to spend time searching for him rather than paying attention to the plot. Now that is some brilliant directing. Number 5. The Lion King and Hercules. You must be thinking, how can this be possible? Well, despite taking place in ancient Greece, the modern Disney classic Hercules didn't distance itself from the movies that took place further in the future. There's a lot of proof that most Disney movies take place in a single universe, but this Easter egg may prove that they've also discovered time travel. Or the directors just love to put in Easter eggs. After finding fame as a hero who protected cities, saved children, and rescued damsels, Hercules was posing for a sculpture. If you look closely enough, you'll see that the fur he's wearing over his shoulders is none other than Scar from The Lion King. PETA must have missed this, otherwise they'd have started a protest against animal cruelty in animated movies. Number 4. Apple Inc. Many know Steve Jobs is the founder of his company, Apple, but what you probably don't know is that he was a huge animation fan and had a prominent stake in Pixar. Without Steve, the studio wouldn't be what it is today, so it's natural and respectful to pay homage to the late Apple founder. The company's products have frequently been featured in Pixar films, most notably Toy Story 3. Think about the Apple Inc. logo, which encourages us to think different. On the other hand, Monsters Inc. encourages us to scare different. Eraser is named Mac iCar in Cars, while Lord Macintosh, Apple's first computer, tries to impress Merida in Brave. But the best Apple reference is in WALL-E. As the little robot charges up, the noise he makes sounds exactly like an Apple computer turning on. I have to say, that is some brilliant product placement right there. Everyone should learn from Pixar. Number 3. A113. A113 code is often displayed in Pixar animated movies, and even though it seems like a secret code of some kind, A113 is actually something else that only people affiliated with the California Institute of the Arts knows about. It is a classroom code where students study character animation and graphic design. It isn't just there to make things interesting. Among the university's alumni are two of Pixar's prominent directors, John Lasseter, who went on to direct Toy Story, and Brad Bird, who directed The Incredibles. As a tribute to the place that was used by both, this alphanumeric code has been displayed in every Pixar film. This hidden code is very easy to miss, but if you look closely, you can spot A113 on license plates, boxes, cameras, and so much more. And with that, it's now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber. If you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it on a future video. Number 2. Star Wars homage. George Lucas has the mastermind behind both the Star Wars franchise and Indiana Jones, which is one of the greatest heroes in movie history. So it's no surprise that each pay homage to one another in the form of Easter eggs or references that can be discovered by those with a keen eye. There are many Easter eggs in both movies, but there's one that's most likely to be missed by first-time watchers. At the beginning of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, when we see Indiana Jones, Short Round, and Willie escaping from a nightclub in Shanghai, as their car speeds past the front of the club, you can see the name of the club is Club Obi-Wan, a clear homage to the legendary Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi. Another such reference can be seen in the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Near the beginning of the film, Indy notoriously grabs the golden idol, narrowly escapes from a rolling boulder, and makes his way to the riverbank, where Jock Lindsay helps him escape. If you look closely, you'll notice the letters OBCPO branding the side of the plane. This is a subtle yet clever Easter egg that pays homage to both Obi-Wan Kenobi and C-3PO. Number 1. Parasite's final song. You would expect the winner of 4 Oscars to have at least one Easter egg, right? Well, the mastermind Bong Joon-ho did add one, which will definitely blow your mind. After all, the drama takes place in the movie, and as the film closes, Ki-woo writes a letter to his father, K-taek, promising to buy the Parks house one day so the family could live inside it together as they dreamed. The movie is fairly vague as to whether the son's dream comes true or not, but the song that plays over the closing credits provides a clue, a really tragic one. Bong Joon-ho himself confirmed that the song, written in Korean, is titled 564 Years, which is exactly how long it would take the Kim family to save enough money to purchase the park's perfect house. Which one of these Easter eggs did you know about before? And if you enjoyed the video, Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.